Hey guys, Kinetica here, and welcome back to Game Gods. Before we get into the Blade versus bots, let me just start off by telling you that I've been a gamer forever, and it's just one of my passions, and now I'm finally in a position to do something really cool with the community, for the community. So, I'm not going to get into it right now, but I'm going to tell you that we're going to have one hell of an event that's going to be dropping. And we're going to be doing the best giveaway you've ever seen on YouTube. Straight up, okay? So we're not going to get into the details right now. I know everyone's going to be like, Kinetica, what's going on? What's this fire you're talking about? But I'm not going to say anything about it right now. I will be in a future video coming up, and it's going to be crazy. But what I will tell you to do right now is make sure that you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure that you drop a comment down below, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into this. Wait! So, what we have here is a little something special. It's the Corsair gaming mouse, okay? This bad mofo is not for the faint of heart. It's a bad mofo. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this, take a closer look, and see what kind of surprises are waiting for us today. All right. So the cool thing is this is the newest mouse from Corsair. It's the Glaive. RGB, baby. RGBs. It stands for red, gravy, and brown. And yeah, you can probably find this at anywhere that sells electronics like Best Buy. Well, I won't say anywhere because I don't think Target carries it, but Amazon does. So we'll drop the link for that. But let's go ahead and get on into this. As you can see, it has these cool little thingies right here. Now, what this mouse has are interchangeable thumb grips, all right? So you can, use the mouse vanilla style, or you can roll with the thumb grips. Now, the mouse is actually pretty big, and unfortunately, it's not wireless. In fact, let's take a look here. It's 3.6 inches wide, 5 inches long, and 1.7 inches high. And the cord length is 6 feet. So even though it's not wireless, you get a really nice braided cord here. If you can't get the cord to work with your computer setup, there's a problem. You'll find a few nice features that you don't find on mice in general. And one of those is a calibration software. So you can actually calibrate this to the surface that you're using, and voila, it will work a lot better than it would have if you didn't calibrate it. And you don't have to calibrate it. You can use it on almost any surface. It's using one of the best optical sensors out there. But if you do use the calibration, you will notice a difference. And it's pretty nice. The RGB software is a breeze to use, as with all Corsair products. And of course, as you would expect, it also syncs up to other Corsair products. So when you plug it in, it's ready to go. The software recognizes other Corsair products, and right away you can use it to sync up and create your own custom patterns, or you can have it run independent patterns of other Corsair products. The cool thing about the Corsair line is each product that's RGB is independent, or it can function as a group with any other part of your RGB setup, so that's awesome. The DPI is something you're going to want to know. So that starts at 100, and it goes all the way up to 16,000. 16,000 DPI. Now, no one's going to be using it at 16,000. You guys aren't going to be using it at 5,000. I don't know anyone who games at a DPI setting at 5,000, but it's there if you want to use it. So that's pretty cool. Another neat feature of the DPI is that it's adjustable in increments of 1. What? Did he say 1? Yes, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 16,000 are all DPI settings that you can have adjusted for just your taste. So it's really cool that they thought about that, because there's not a lot of mice out there that are putting that much effort into making sure that you can customize your gaming experience to what you want. These are DPI indicators. The neat thing about that is the switch right on top. Every time you click it, it'll go to a different DPI setting. So you can set this to whatever you want. And again, you have the choice between 100 all the way up to 16,000. Just set each one what you want, click it to go to whichever one you prefer. It comes with the interchangeable thumb grips, and let me show you exactly how that works. There's a little magnet thingamabob going on right here, right there, bam. So you just take that off, and you're ready to go. Ready to rock, that easy. Take it off, and it's ready to go. And the cool thing about that is some people like to have, you know, the big old thumb guard so they can just rest their hand, you know. Some people don't. The mouse is a really good size, so if you like to, you know, palm your mouse, you're good. If you like to claw it, you can if your hands are big enough. But for a palm grip, I'd say this thing is spectacular. You don't have infinite scroll. That's something that you might want to take note of. But the scroll wheel is textured, and it feels lovely. In fact, the entire texture of this mouse feels really nice. And it doesn't stain really easy. It doesn't, you know, after 5 minutes of use, you're not going to have a big old greasy mouse. Whatever materials they used for this, they definitely thought it through, and it's excellent. Now, one of the cons, or some of the cons of this mouse, of course, is that one, right away, is not wireless. So for those of you who like wireless, you're not going to have it with this one. Unfortunately, I too am someone who loves wireless features, and it not having that is definitely a downside, but far from a deal breaker. This thing is amazing. It's also heavier than what you're used to. I don't care what kind of mouse you're using, this one is heavier than what you're used to. And other than that, it's pretty good. It would have been nice if they threw in a feature to adjust the weight, but again, it's not weight adjustable. So those are the only cons of the mouse. If you can get used to the heavier weight of the mouse, and of course it not being wireless, then you're fine. No problem, easy peasy, lemon breezy, right? And in fact, the heavier mouse does have an upside. If you're someone who tends to lift the mouse a little too much, then you shouldn't have that problem using this. Now, you're looking at this and you're going, Kinetica, the mouse looks great. It sounds great. It has all these clicky buttons. It has calibration. How much is it? Just let me know. How much is it? Well, we picked ours up for $60 on Amazon. We'll drop the link for that. And one more thing I will note is that this mouse doesn't have a whole lot of buttons, but the buttons are super responsive. They have a good feel to them. And I rarely, if ever, feel myself accidentally clicking them, okay? You got these two, your left and your right, and then you have these on the side. And of course you have this one too. All of them can be remapped, except for, of course, your DPI one. That one cannot be remapped. And your scroll wheel also functions as a button. So that's the Corsair Glaive. It just came out this year, and full RGB, works wonderfully with other Corsair items. And of course, you get your own little mouse carrying pouch just in case you're an animal collector. You want to throw your mouse in there, take it on a field trip to the zoo. You can do it. Anyways, that's been the Corsair Glaive. It's a hell of a mouse. You're probably wondering, hey, Kinetica, is this thing legit or nah? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the mouse that I personally use, and this is a beast. So I'm going to have to say it's legit. So if you're not already using a gaming mouse, I definitely recommend this one. Even though it's a little bit heavy, you get used to it and you have a mouse that is highly accurate. And within the first 5 minutes, you're already noticing a difference and increase in your performance. All right, guys, so that's been everything. That's the Corsair Glaive. It's one hell of a mouse. And remember to hit that like button in the face, subscribe to join Game Gods. And remember, don't just play like a god, look like a god. Drop a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.